Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and welcome to your love read. This is going to be a bonus read from January 8th to the 16th, all right? So let's dive in. Let's take a look and see what's coming out for you here. This is a bonus for all your likes, subscribes, and shares, guys. Thanks so much for doing that. Note your comments below. I hope your 2023 is starting out very well. What I was getting for you, even in the pre-shuffle, guys, is, and I know this is a love read, but I'm getting romantic love. Like on what that means to you, all right? And the big thing to remember here, guys, is it's, like when we're in love, like we feel completely surrounded and engulfed by it. And we're in the middle of it. We don't know, kind of where love starts and where it begins. It's just kind of like we feel like, we're into it. Our world becomes love and we feel complete. Now, a lot of us, focus on that feeling of that other person giving that to us and someone external giving that to us. But I want to remind you, and this is one of the reasons I'm telling you, is yes, that is true, and a lot of us define it that way. However, the key thing to remember here, the very big key, is that the journey to become whole and complete within can be taken alone, all right? And many prefer like the support of another person around them, but the idea is just kind of a reflection of that what we need in order to complete ourselves, right, and to achieve a state of wholeness, right? So and that's a misconception, and that brings forth expectations in terms of love and all of that as well in our relationships. So the biggest thing that someone can do for us is to kind of focus on our own heart and our own soul and invite that other person to do the same. And when you do that, that growth is amazing. When both people can do that and they're conscious of this, a romantic relationship flourishes. It's deeply, it's fulfilling, it's supportive, and of our individual quests for completeness. And that's when you both are working on your own stuff. And it's just so interesting, guys, when you kind of dive into that. But anyway, that's what came through. So let's see how romantic love is playing out. For some of you, it could be that you might be so focused on that other person, but it wants you to wind that back down over to you, because as you focus on whole and complete and being in love with yourself, that you're allowing the other person to do the same thing. And then when you come together, you've got this deeply fulfilling, supportive individual, and you both, it's kind of like this, it's very fulfilling, and it brings forth a sense of completeness. But again, like I always say, guys, it starts with you. So let's dive in. Let's see about how this, kind of plays out for you, Aries, all right? Because I'm getting that, and maybe there's something you need to solve, a problem you need to solve, because I get solve a problem. I don't know if that's solve a problem. I mean, it's different from what I just said, or it could be the same for some of you here. But let's take a look. Okay, so what do we have here for you? What do we get? I'm going to read everything straight up. Interesting. Okay, and oh, nice, guys. Okay, and give me four more cards. Four more cards for Aries for this week on what really wants to come out for love, what they need to know most, whether they're single, coupled, or have yet to meet someone. You guys might find something that resonates from one side or the other. But feel free to reverse sides. I'm going to start with you first, though. Underlying energy is your stability. You're focused on your stability right now, okay? This is really focusing in on that. Not being too materialistic. You don't want to hold too tight to the coin, right? But this is saying that there's some sort of new beginning in love. This is the Fool's card. Now, you could be starting out in love. Maybe that there is a new beginning within a connection, or maybe you're just starting out in love and dating. This is the Fool card. Come what may, I'm open to see what comes before me. And then what's crossing you, I do get Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, right? So this could be you taking on the energy. Careful where you invest things. Yes, it's a new beginning, but you're still being very motherly, kind of that down-to-earth motherly energy, and careful where you invest things to bring in harvest in your love life. So, and that's a really good place to be. It's nice to come what may and to have this beautiful new beginning, with the Fool card. But there is also an opportunity just to be careful, and to know where you place your efforts, your energy, and your love. So you've got a new beginning here in love. All right. What else do I get? Yeah, it could be a King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. This could be you taking on the energy and balancing your emotions, of course. But I get a king and a queen, all right? And whichever one that you might relate to, like I said, it could be a new beginning with someone who is either, perhaps an earth sign or a perhaps a water sign. Okay, that could be the case as well. Anything else? You have choices. This is options. Having options. But again, you're carrying this Queen of Pentacle energy. She's careful where she's going to place this coin for harvest. And I think that this is what you're looking at. Yes, I've got options, but not all of these are good options, right? They're behind a cloud. I mean, a cloud is behind them. So it's about seeing, beyond the veil of illusion, getting, taking off the rose-colored glasses and seeing what's really what and breaking it down. So this is being a little bit more practical, in terms of the situation, in terms of the choices in love, because that's seventh house energy. All right. And so that's what I'm getting there. Anything else? I do want to pull another card here. Let's take a look. Anything else that's coming out for Aries for this week? What do we got? Unique gifts. Ooh, you're recognizing some of your unique gifts for some of you in communication that helps you flourish. This is a blue card. The blue is all about the throat chakra. It has to do with your dreams, your communications, that type of thing. It's about understanding your unique gifts and taking action in matters of the heart. And it could be spiritual too, because there's all those purples of the third eye and the crown chakra. And so that tells me that you are taking action, in matters of the heart as you connect with source and your perception. And you are utilizing your sense of communication and having confidence moving forward. Anything else that might want to shine through? Let's just take a look at what might want to come through. I want to use this deck here. All right, for Aries, let's just pull this for you real quick and see what wants to come out in terms of where you're at right now. Unique gifts and taking action, all right, in terms of love and in matters of the heart. Making a good choice, right, that's going to be good for you, and taking action. Face your shadow, all right? Whoa, that's blunt, okay? So shadow work is necessary because sometimes we need to shine the light on the shadow side so we can see the light side, right? And kind of like I mentioned, guys, when I spoke of love in itself, that sometimes that becoming whole and complete can be done alone, not just with the person. You just choose your choice of, some of us, a lot of us, I would say, or most of us happen to want another person in their life, but that's not always the case. All right. Anything else for Aries? Address your addictions. Okay. So very, very key. I'm going to pull a card on this rather quickly in terms of my shadow side. Because shadow and addictions came up. So let's pull from the shadow deck and see what comes up for Aries. All right. What wants to come up for Aries here? Universe, give me the card for Aries that's most important in regards to this. Okay, what do we get? Egocentric. Not everyone shares the same perspective as you. Listen to others. You may just learn something new. Whoa, right? So maybe listening to others is going to be key, and putting the ego aside and being a listener. This pertains to love. Now, the next card that I get in terms of your position on what you need to focus in on is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the aces are a new opportunity. This is some sort of self-awareness, having to do with your self-image. And it does have to do with your outer expression, your self-expression. So this is a new beginning, all right? This is an opportunity to manifest something new. Prosperity in the material is what I'm getting, world. So, but this tells me a new opportunity. Now, this could be love, and you're going through a new door, all right? Anything else you need to focus in on? Empress energy. This is having confidence, knowing your value, using your feminine energy. You're creating something new here. You guys, there's a new beginning. You get the Ace of Pentacles, another something new is manifesting, and it's about communication, of birthing something new, and whatever it is, it makes you really, really happy. The Nine of Cups. So this is emotionally being very satisfied. And it's what you want to focus in on. What's going to bring greater emotional satisfaction and make you feel strong. And this is saying invest into that. What's going to reap rewards for you? Seventh house energy. It's just taking a look at partnerships and saying, hey, you know what? Does this person see my value? Do I feel emotionally satisfied around this person? Again, it starts with us first, so that's a given, and then looking at these other things. Do they support me, uplift me? How's the energy that I'm feeling when I'm around them, right? So this is what is coming through. You need a supportive individuals, and have a deeply fulfilling a connection. And what does that look like? Let's find out from your spirit guides and what you need to focus in on. What is it that Aries needs to focus in on in their love life? This is coming through here. Man, who got this? Another sign got this, guys, for their weekly bonus. And I did bonuses for Aquarius and Taurus, and now you. Soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. Your soul needs attention. Your soul this is about a time for you to pause and reflect. It's a time for you right now, Aries. It's a time for you to turn down the noise of the outside world and find a place where you can get some peace and quiet, a place for solitude. Why is this important for Aries right now? Why is it important for Aries right now? Because it's going to help you refine your attention to what it is that you do want in love. Refine your attention to give towards something that you want. All right. It's going to help you refine your attention. All right. What else would it help you do? What do we get? Create healthier boundaries. It's going to help you create better boundaries in the situation. Okay. It's the lead card. It's not even a saying. It's just directions. But when I get the lead card, it wants you to take the lead and refining your intentions, right? So if I pull a card from this, let's just see what we get. What do we get here? You haven't felt good about yourself, so you indirectly make others feel bad about themselves too. It wants you to look at that, refine your intention on something. Now, some of you that might work, that you might ring a bell. For others that might not be the case. So with that being said, just refine your intention on what it is that you want, all right? And feed yourself some love, because that's going to make you feel really, really good about yourself, okay? Interesting, all right? And the next card that I get from your recent past is that you're breaking free from some sort of reasoning of the mind. This is breaking free out of something that you once thought was serving you, but it's not, okay? It's not anymore, okay? So it's a 9, which means it's already coming to fruition for you, Aries, in love. And what else do I get? Live your soul, not a role. It doesn't want you just to get a job. It doesn't want you to focus in on serving a role in a relationship as being a caretaker or whatever that you define part of your role to be. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but you know what that is. This is more about being, this is about living through your soul, and then living through your soul as the other person does as well, right? Not just some sort of role. It's about living your soul. You're breaking free from an old regimen and an old way of thinking for yourself is what I'm getting, all right? And I think that you've got a brand new perspective. You have a different outlook on the situation or on your connection that's needed. And what it does in your strength position is it brings in balance. Refining your attention, living your soul, looking at something at a different perspective, and breaking free from an old regime in terms of the mind. And this is saying brings in a sense of balance, and it's about global awareness, greater good for all. Justice is Libra energy. Your strength is balance, all right? Your strength is getting that balance. Anything else? Here you are, Emperor energy. So this is getting a strong, solid foundation. Balance to develop a strong, solid foundation in your home life and your psychological thinking, because the 4th house has to do with your private life, your heritage, your family, your psychological thinking. You're bringing balance to that, and double balance. You got Libra, you got this balancing of the scales, and then you got the Emperor. That's all about solidity, strong foundation. Great stuff, guys. And you get the clarity that you need. You're getting victory over the clarity that you need because you did this, all right? Or you are doing this. Some of you are doing this. What does Spirit want you to know about your strength position here? What do we get in terms of love? Listen. Want you to listen, all right? Be willing to listen if you want to understand someone. So it's not about offering any advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means like paying attention to not just what's being said and the words, but what's underneath the words, what lies underneath the words of what's being said. So listen is what is coming into play. Whoa. I think that there's something that's you're giving up to bring in some sort of balance, all right? And anything else that you need to be aware of in terms of that, anything to be aware of in terms of listening in your strength position. What do we get? Indirect communication is avoidance and unhealthy communication. So if there is, if something is indirect, or if there is ghosting, that's really unhealthy communication, quite frankly. Whether it's being done to you or you're doing it to someone, and you know, and it's important. It's really interesting, guys. It's very, very true. And you know, and I myself included have been included in this. It's like how to get better communication. It's not just avoiding someone, because that's unhealthy, and any indirect communication is not fair, and that's also unhealthy. So just, you know, refining things and getting a better perspective to balance things out. Near future is teamwork and collaboration. So this is gorgeous. So now it's about working together with others, working together in partnership, all right? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then I get strength card, Leo energy. So something's changing. You're getting strength in working together is what this card talks, what these cards talk about. Strength in working together, strength in teamwork. And that makes a really strong relationship, Gemini energy, okay? Teamwork is very, very key. Teamwork and collaboration, creating change. And the strength card is balancing the light and dark within ourselves, right? Kind of just what I spoke about at the very beginning. Like the most that any partner can do for us is bring us closer to ourselves. And by focusing on your own soul, you invite that other person to do just the same. And I get, you know, Leo energy, Gemini energy, and Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. And at the bottom of the deck is Temperance, balancing that out. Balancing out, creating change to balance things out in a situation. Anything else in terms of the situation, in terms of the near future? What do we get? What do we get? Yeah, so there could have been hot and cold feelings on and off in a situation. Now it's about meeting up, creating change. There could have been a dynamic of in and out, back and forth and back and forth. Now it's just kind of like reaching out, preparing some sort of meetup. So I think that's you or this other person and giving up control, all right? Your best way forward is to be that visionary entrepreneur moving forward. This is you yourself taking on that energy, because it's fire energy, no doubt. It's moving forward. Maybe you're starting a new business, or you want to. Someone's coming towards you. It could be a fire sign, is what I'm getting. All right, and maybe after some sort of deceit, and then there's an opportunity for resurrection. Okay, so what I'm getting is revived. Revived energy. Revived energy between two people. A lot of passion. But there's been a little bit of deception here, okay? Give me a card in the Five of Swords. Yeah, something about someone's intentions weren't sincere. And I feel that you're getting the clarity that you need. And your best way forward is to ask for guidance in the intention for something to bloom. But the Five of Swords has to do with some sort of deceit and intention towards, towards the connection is what I get. And your best way forward is to is the Judgment card, making a decision. And what's for that? Yeah, this is about emerging and kind of coming out. A new sense of energy is remerging, and it's giving you positive assurance, especially in the spiritual world. Probably after the Cancer Moon, on the 6th or 7th that we just had, guys. This is giving you assurance. There's new energy that's emerging that is assuring you the best way to move forward. And what you don't know is this Seven of Wands, persevering, having faith in persevering. What your hopes is that you get some sort of offer, but then you'll have to contemplate that. And then the ending is we get the Eight of Wands, moving in the same direction, but creating change. You're moving in the same direction and creating change. Eights are about growth and change, a peak experience, And now you're focused on all the beautiful possibilities, and you're going to allow those possibilities to come through. You have a sense of freedom. Some of you have the sense of freedom that's coming through. A sense of freedom. And then I get the Knight of Pentacles motioning forward, and you're moving forward in a routine way, but motioning forward nonetheless, and putting in the work to create the change that's necessary in this connection. All right, either you or someone else are just like to create change in dating, to create change in your love life. This other person that you might have your mind on or interested in, let's go ahead and pull a card on this. Could be, the Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or this person could be very controlling, could be a business owner or leader in what they do. Anything else? Yeah, they are. They've got Hierophant energy. Might have, again, Taurus in their chart. They're getting advice. This is also someone that maybe that is marriage material, but also they're focused on beliefs and what gives them peace in their life. So they're reevaluating things in their life with this Taurus energy. Anything else? And they're getting victory, confidence, victory, and success. They're focusing on what gives them peace in their life, and they're being successful at it. This is a successful business owner in some way. Okay, guys? Anything else for this person where they're at right now? What do we get? Yeah, maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with, or they feel that your guys aren't seeing eye to eye, and so they're reflecting and evaluating their thoughts right now. And that's what I get for them. What is it that they need to focus in on? Getting some rest. Kind of like you, when kind of refining your intention and your soul, you're doing the same, kind of being that Empress energy on your side. For them, they're getting the rest to recuperate and re-energize so they can get new inspiration to be able to move forward, okay? An offering of something to bring forth new inspiration in the connection is what I get. Yeah, and I do get marriage. This is to leave a legacy. They see marriage material. This is about them. What they need to focus in on is to create a stability, legacy, and wealth. All right. And I get Magician energy, Gemini energy. Okay. Wow. Knowing that they have all the tools, what they need to focus in on is creating change in their world to create what it is that they want. They've got all the tools necessary to create what it is they want in this connection. And you could be at a distance from each other because there is traveling, or maybe this person is traveling. What's in their strength position? Persevering. It's a 9 card, guys. They're not giving up. It's persevering, going right there. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, slowly, right? Like, I'm going to go slow, and this person's like at the 9, and this is a Knight of Pentacles. But persevering, a Page of Swords, being very curious and energetic, so they might come towards you that way. But they do have love for you. I mean, look at the 10 of Cups. There's emotions here. Heavy emotions. They want to see their strength is 2 people coming together and sharing emotions. And that's the intent of this person coming towards. They might come forward very curious and energetically towards you, but it's all about kind of ironing out any sort of obstacles or what's not being said. And I get victory, success, and rewards in the spotlight. Wow, the strength position for this person is once they attempt and come together in emotions, there's a lot of victory, success between you. Interesting, and in their life. Anything else? What does Spirit want this person to know most about their about where they're at right now? What's the deck of cards that I want to use? I want to use. There it is. What's Spirit's advice in their strength position for them? Receive. Wow, they're a loving soul, and they give a lot to others, and they're being asked to not only give but now receive. It's part of the natural order of the universe. They're being asked to receive. What's coming in the near future for this person? Near future, what do we get? They're letting go of the burdens. They're letting go of some of the burdens to allow themselves probably to do just that. Letting go of the burdens and the 2 of Cups, guys. And wanting to come together. So what we're going to do is find out the timing in this. We're going to find out what their next steps are, what the timing surrounded, if it also agrees with this for confirmation. We'll find out what they haven't told you, what they want most long term, and how they feel about you. We'll find out also on this other side of what you, Aries, want most long term, what you hope the next steps to be, what you haven't told them, how you feel about them, and of course the messages with a potential outcome and oracle advice. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.